So we are back in the atelier with renewed optimism on the morning of the third day. The crowd are gathering for a talk by Erik Kessels, who is going to guide us around his exhibition of Dutch photography. So let's see what Erik has to say.
Welcome in Arles. We're going to begin here with Erik Kessels. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I hope everything fits in. It's also good when we all fit in, we don't see the works anymore, so that helps. Maybe it's good to explain first a little bit on how I started to work on this exhibition. The idea that I had, and also this is something that you see in Holland quite a lot, is that there are people that have an obsession in their close, immediate surrounding. So that's what you're going to see here in this exhibition, and there are 9 Dutch people. I mean, I'm just going to go through the spaces and then talk a little bit about it, and if anybody has questions, just bump in. Yeah, this is the space of Hans Eichelboom. This is like Hans, I think this is from 1972 or... Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Hans, he went to a strip of houses in the afternoon. It was like 4 o'clock, and so mostly the housewife and the children were at home, but the husband was not there. So Hans rang the doorbell and asked if he could make a family portrait with them. And so he did the whole strip of houses, and in every family he was totally accepted. He's like a model father, you can see, which is also quite sad because, I mean, it shows how unimportant the role of a father is, of course. But
we are in the atelier and we have bumped into our friends Angela and Biddy, who we met on the aeroplane and have been seeing periodically on the streets of Arles, and now we've met them. So this is day 3. It's day 3, isn't it? So what have you seen? What's been the best thing that you've seen so far?
Well, we're in the warehouses at the moment, so I'll say for the warehouses, the best thing that I've seen is the Discovery Ward. That's right. So Willock in the Discovery Ward. I really enjoyed that. What have I enjoyed? Vic Muniz. His work, and also what we are looking at right now, which is Hans, which I just had a conversation with him and he was just talking to me about his work. I'm really loving it right now. So.
This space is work by Jos Houweling, and this is Jos. Jos, he was making kind of typologies of Amsterdam for quite a long time, and you see them on the wall here, and on the other wall there are enlargements of them, but these are the originals that were made in 1975, and yeah, he kind of photographed everything he could find with certain similarities and series that he made at that time, but then also of plants in the street, or dog shit on the street, or some people looking out of the window. But maybe I can ask you, what was the idea when you started with this?
I started, I think, in the beginning of the 70s, maybe 71, and just making houses from one canal. The next week or the next month I make another series, and then the next month I make another series from... this was no plan at all, from just growing.
How long did you work on this whole series then?
3 years.
Okay.
And after that I continue with other series, and now I'm here.
Yeah, you can say that, yeah. Good. Thanks a lot, and if you have questions, then you can go to Jos, he will answer them. Thanks.
Yeah, for me, Iraqi has been my highlight, and it's a pretty hard one to top for me. And yesterday I went to the Theatre de Arles and saw a slideshow that was pretty awesome.
The Iraqi is part of the Thomas Walter collection.
Yeah.
It's a big exhibition of lots of pictures of the same thing again and again.
Yeah. And also, for me, the parties have been pretty intense, interesting, and very French.
I am at a site called Cosmos, which is the back of a school building or something like this.
Yeah.
And could you tell me your name?
Nicola and Nicola Georges. Yeah.
And this is mostly publishers.
Yeah.
But you're in an unusual position because you're both the publisher and the editor and the photographer.
Yes. Sometimes it's frustrating having to sell your books, but if you forget about selling and just about explaining the project and the books, then it's fine. It's just meeting people, and it's part of the scene, I think. Since the end of May, we've been at different Photobook festivals in Milan, in Bristol, and in Vienna. And obviously Arles was the next one, so we simply applied and we got accepted. And there are different publishers, independent ones, young ones, and small ones, which is kind of good, and the work is pretty good, I think. And you have more things going on in the late afternoon when you have also the talks and the pop-up shops. And I also like the fact that it's a different environment. I mean, you can buy books, you can look at books, but you can also have a drink and simply enjoy that. So it's more relaxed than other places, I think.
It is about setting up the first worldwide Photobook Museum. It's a complex thing.
I've just heard a presentation by Marcus Schaden, one of the pioneers of selling new photo books. But now you have a new project, Marcus. So maybe could you just give us a little potted history? You were giving an introduction there to the audience at Arles. What's it about?
It's about developing photo book culture. So, as you said, I was in the photography book business for years and years, trying to find always new features. How can we develop a photo book culture? So we invited vintage reprints, we did this photo book study program, and after closing the shop in 2011, we needed a new mission or a new challenge. How about developing this culture? And so we thought a photo book museum is something what the world needs, because we're still excited about the power of photography. We're excited about the possibilities photo books give us as a kind of a visual literature, a visual Esperanto, a big chance. And finally, it was also a consequence from my experience in the bookstore that you can reach only a small audience. And for sure, we need a bigger audience. We need not only bookmakers, photo book freaks and publishers, and on the other hand, all the collectors, the nerds. No, I think we need readers. We need people who can enjoy photo books as visual literature. And so I think a museum as a public institution is the best place to catch a new audience for that.
On Monday, when we arrived, in the evening, we came and had a party outside the photo bookshop. We have now come to the back of the photo bookshop, and we have two people from my favorite gallery and publisher in Salzburg, Fotohof. Could you introduce yourself?
I'm Bridget. I'm working mainly on the publish organization of the publishing program, and I'm member of Fotohof.
And I'm Rainer, and I'm also part of the team. And maybe I should say that our team is more than us two. It's about 15 people, and my role is also working with the books with our friend and colleague Michael. We are, so to say, the publishers. We three together, because we do also exhibitions. I'm curating exhibitions also in Fotohof.
Tell us a little bit about the ethos. Are you like a hippie commune, or are you like a corporation? Are you like British Petroleum, or?
One thing which all of people of Fotohof maybe have together, that we like self-responsible way of working, more or less no hierarchy. You can decide which interests you more or less or so, and create your work in this direction.
Do you produce a certain kind of photography?
Because Fotohof is founded then by photographers, and many of us are still producing photographers themselves. I think the author, the artist, is in the center, and because there are many different approaches to photography, we have no certain style that we promote. So you can find books that are more conceptual, and you can find also a lot of documentary positions. So if we think the work is good and we can manage to produce a book, we do it.
So let's talk about Arles. You do get a sense that it is like a family of different organizations?
I think the field where we are at home, so to say, here is probably some sort of off-scene. I think the festival as a festival is rather stiff in itself and separated from many things that are going on in the streets, because many young people are here and making projections and making vernissages, and so these are very important side effects to the festival, and we are one of these effects.
Okay, so it is, I don't know what day it is, I think it's Thursday today.
Thursday morning.
It's Thursday morning. It's Thursday morning, and we are back at Nîmes Airport, which is very much as it was when we left it on Monday morning, and including the fact that we have our two friends of our trip to Arles with us, and we've shared a taxi from the airport into Arles, and we've shared a taxi back. So we've had a good day. We've had a good time here. We've been 3 days. It's been pretty intensive. We've seen a lot of stuff. We've spoken to an awful lot of people. It's going to take a few days just to remember everybody that you spoke to, and our plans for further communication. How about you? What have you had? What have you got to take away from your trip to Arles, Angela?
Lots of inspiration. I think 3 days was a good amount of time to come. We've seen everything. We've missed a lot of talks because they're more and certain events, but they're more at the end of the week. So because we came at the beginning, but it was also nice to be here for the opening week. So yeah, lots of inspiration.
Will you be back next year?
I think I might be, and I'd like to exhibit some work next year. That's my goal. I was inspired by all the sort of fringe events and the student shows, so I'd like to come back and be involved.
Billy?
The best thing I'll take away from this experience is our friendship.
Oh, you guys.
And and contacts. I mean, I came here with the idea of seeing loads of work, and to tell you the truth, slightly disappointed that there wasn't a lot of work in comparison to the last 5 times that I've been, but I took away a lot of a few business cards, a few contacts, and and also the highlight of being some of the work.
Yeah, quite a few people have said sort of an undercurrent of the talk among the veterans, people who come out regularly, is that this is not a very good year in terms of the quality of the international exhibitions, that they have a changing director, and there's sort of controversy about the facilities that they're using this year. Not as strong as previous years, but for us first-time visitors, that's not so visible. I think that the social side of it is probably much the same as in the past.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see you here in 12 months' time.
Yeah.
We'll
Thanks,
share a
guys.
taxi.
Yeah, share a taxi. We'll book a taxi now.
Book a taxi.